Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Morvillius. Alongside with me here is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here from Elwood High School in Elwood, Indiana. Here for the 2019 Sectional 40 Boys Basketball Tournament semi-final round basketball game here between the 14-9 Lapel Bulldogs and your 16-6 Wapahani Raiders. Glad to have all you with us here, ladies and gentlemen, for what should be a great ball game of two highly respected basketball programs in the state of Indiana. Obviously, with us being around Wapahani all the time, we kind of know what they can bring to the table each and every single ball game. Lapel on the other side of things, I mean, obviously we know a little bit about them. We played them earlier on in the season, which Wapahani won that one by a final score of 82-74 in 3 overtimes. If you can remember, they're from Bankers Life Fieldhouse in the early part of December the 7th. So it's been almost 3 months since we last played them, which, obviously both teams now, had great seasons for themselves. So a different look to both teams, no question about it. We have guys that are now playing that didn't play in that game. Obviously, Lapel had a fantastic season for themselves and is really playing some great basketball. And so, for us, we've got to come out here and obviously get off to a great start. But we've just got to play the way that we're capable of playing. We've had trouble with that. I think throughout the season here, we have not been able to put ourselves in a better position, all because we haven't played the way we're capable of playing. If we do that here tonight, it's going to be tough to win. But if we do play the way that we're capable of, then I think things can be very interesting. I'll just say that much. But we'll get right into things here with our Raiders Live pregame. Again, the IHSA State Tournament proud partners with the Indiana Pacers and Indiana Fever. We appreciate the IHSA for allowing us to broadcast tonight's ball game, as well as their proud partners in the Pacers and the Fever. Taking a look here at both of these teams, kind of evenly matched. Like I said, from a record standpoint, not too much of a difference there. Wapahani got a victory on Tuesday night, kind of their journey to this semifinal round game. Wapahani defeated Elwood by a final score of 70-54. Lapel got the first round bye, so obviously they got the winner of our game, obviously, which is us, and now that sets up another Indiana high school basketball showdown between two impressive basketball programs such as Wapahani and Lapel. You take a look here at the Lapel Bulldogs here on the season, averaging 65.6 points a game, only allowing 58.7. So nearly a difference of 7 points there on a good side of the margin. Wapahani here on the other side averages 60.1 points per game and allows 55.1. Field goal percentage. Wapahani shooting 44% from the field, Lapel at 48%. Also from downtown three-point land, the Raiders are 145 of 376. That's good for 39%, while Lapel is shooting 37% from beyond the arc. And then finally here, free throw line, always a key facet of the ball game. Wapahani shooting 69%. That's 258 of 374 on the season, while Lapel is 293 of 432. That's good for 68%. Both teams averaging wise on rebounds right there about the same, 29.2 for Lapel, 30 for Wapahani. Steals on the other side, though, Lapel has us by 4. They average 17.3 steals per game, while we only average 13. And then turnovers a game, another key facet of the ball game. Wapahani averages 10, while Lapel averages 12.2. So it's going to be a battle, from an overall team standpoint. What these both of these teams can provide, individual wise though, Lapel does have some big time offensive firepower. That's why they average nearly 66 points a game. They're led here by Luke Richardson on the season, averaging 20.5 points a game, also a little over 10 rebounds, shooting 62% from the field and 68% from the free throw line. Definitely the most dynamic player here for Lapel. I mean, the young man, which is a senior now here for Lapel, stands in here at 6'5". He is a monster down low. He demands the basketball, extremely athletic, can get up in the air as well. The main thing here for Wapahani, what we did the first time around was simply, we've got to stay in front of him. Stay in front of him, make him throw it over, and hopefully we'll have somebody on the backside to possibly tip it up in the air. Obviously I'm sure we'll probably see Caleb Smith or Braxton Davis, Easton Heffernan guarding him, depending upon what kind of defense we come out in. I'm not quite sure yet about that. I don't know if we're going to be coming out in a man or a zone, whatever the case might be. Defensively, we have got to lock down on Luke Richardson here this evening. Then you got to worry about some outside shooting. You have a young man here in Carson Huber, 10.3 points per game, also 2 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He's possibly the best three-point shooter on this team, arguably. You got a couple other guys, but I'd say Huber, definitely the best three-point shooter on this Lapel Bulldog team, coming in at 40% on the season. Also the best free throw shooter on the team as well, coming in at 81%. Huber can drive, he can shoot. Whatever the case might be, the Raiders have to be ready for him here this evening. And then also Noah Frazier and then Cole Alexander, both having very respectable seasons. Frazier can knock some down from beyond the arc, shooting 37% on the season, while Alexander likes to be aggressive. He rebounds the basketball well. He can get inside the paint area. Frazier, like I said, he's the second biggest threat from beyond the arc. That's where more or less he makes his living. Really, you don't really see him too much inside. He lets the big boys do their part there on the inside, and then the rest is what it is. But from Wapahani's standpoint, here this evening, we got to play with energy. We got to play with intensity, heart, and consistency. Secondly here, rebounding and defense. I said that already, how from a defensive standpoint, we've got to play lockdown defense throughout the entirety of this ball game. We got to make it hard on the inside, hard on the outside, and we just got to bring it. We have got to bring it here tonight. This is a huge game, no question about it. And then from a rebounding standpoint, we can't allow Richardson to take over the ball game. We got to limit them to one opportunity per possession, and that's it. Also, free throws. Got to shoot 85% or better here this evening. And then flow on offense from start to finish. We've got to have that. We've got to get it going early and often from an offensive standpoint. That's one thing we've been kind of hampered with. But we'll see what happens here, folks. Should be a great one here tonight. We got more coming up right here on the WHS Network.
Please stand for the national anthem sung by Elwood High School junior Hannah Everson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight
Howdy, folks. Welcome back live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. So we take a look here at tonight's lineups. First and foremost, the non-starters for the Lapel Bulldogs. Start off here with number 12, Griffin Craig, number 20, Dane Bush, number 30, Ross Hagan, number 32, Noah Hudson, number 40, Colby Bullard, as well as number 42, Blake Mills, number 50, Bryce Carpenter, number 52, Caden Hicks, and number 54, Gage White. Now for the starters at one guard, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Carson Huber. Starting another guard, a 5'11" junior, number 14, Noah Frazier. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 24, Reed Ratzlaff. Starting at 1'4", a 6'2" junior, number 34, Cole Alexander. And starting at the other forward, a 6'5" senior, number 44, Luke Richardson. And again, the Lapel Bulldogs are coached by Mr. Jimmy Howe. All right, now let's meet your Wapahani Raiders. Got number 2, Safani Buck, number 4, Justin Ray, number 10, Evan Rauch, number 22, Braxton Davis, number 24, Blake Castor, and number 34, Caleb Henderson. Now, your starting lineup, starting at one guard, a 6-foot junior, number 3, Trey Spence. Starting at another guard, a 6'1" junior, number 12, Drew Lewis. Starting at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 15, Garrett Stanley. Starting at 1'4", a 6'1" senior, number 20, Caleb Smith. And starting at the other forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Easton Heffernan. Again, your Raiders are coached by Matt Luce, assisted by Chris Willis, Bennett Somerset, Jeff Andrews, and Andy Zitgraf. So that's tonight's starting lineups here, folks, as we get ready to go for IHSAA Sectional 40 semifinal round game again here between your 16-6 Wapahani Raiders and a 14-9 Lapel Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will start off with the first possession of the night. Frazier up top here to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff swings it out of Huber here on the left wing. Richardson, not usually a guy that takes a lot of threes. He can knock them down from time to time. Definitely has some range, but not someone that, like I said, makes a living on the outside. And a two-point bucket up and good. So Richardson gets on the board with his first points of the night as Lapel leads at 2-0. Into the corner, Spence. Back outside here to Stanley. Takes it in, and the shots will be up and good. So Garrett Stanley gets the Raiders on the board here with a 2-2 tie as we are now a minute into tonight's ball game. Ratzlaff finds Frazier up top key, now on to Huber. Back to Frazier for 3. Nothing but air underneath that one. So the Raiders will now head back the other way with this thing tied at 2. Screen right there, Loose will get the friendly bounce to go. That will be good from long range. First points of the night here for Loose. 5-2 Raiders lead. Richardson along the baseline, all the way back up top. Now to Frazier. Swung to Alexander. Takes it in. Dumps it back outside. Frazier now for 3. Off the mark there. Battle for the basketball. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be off of Lapel. So looked like Zitgraf took another nasty spill over there. I tell you what, trouble has been finding him. Goodness gracious, we hope he's okay. Loose, back outside here to Spence. He'll take the shot for two, no good there. Bouncing around a couple times, and now Frazier collects the board. Huber back to Frazier, now back up top. Richardson with the screen. Nice job there by Stanley getting right through that screen there. Richardson back to Frazier once more. This is the kind of action we need defensively all night long here, folks. This is where it's got to be. Active hands, communication, hustling, plenty of energy, plenty of intensity, heart, and consistency. Frazier back here to Ratzlaff for three. No good there. Huber will get the rebound. And that's going to be a turnover. Got to stop the clock there momentarily. Shot's no good. Frazier here on the left side, back up top. Now to Richardson. Richardson now in the corner, guarded by Heffernan. Back up top to Huber. Frazier for three, and that will be up and good. Spence now to Smith. Shot's going to be up and good. Nice aggressive take there by Caleb Smith. Great ball movement from Spence to Smith and being able to finish underneath. Now 7-5 lead. Frazier again with another three off the mark there. So Spence will collect on the rebound. Second rebound of the night here for the Raiders. Now it's time to go to work. Stanley dumps it down low. Heffernan for two, no good there. Back up top, now down low. Look at the defense from Heffernan. Here's Stanley getting it stripped away, and that's going to be the first turnover now tonight here for the Raiders. Get that on out, and here says Heffernan. Plenty of action going on here, folks. Holy cow. Evan Rouse now in the ball game, as well as Braxton Davis and Safani Buck seeing their first action of the night here with 3:05 to play here in the opening quarter. Inbounded out here to Luce. Stanley back outside the Buck. Now Roush in the corner. Dribble it all the way back up here. And a deflected pass out of bounds. The Raiders retain possession. Trey Spence back in here. He will now come in for Garrett Stanley. Loose here on the right wing. Davis with the screen. Now back to Trey. Spence takes it in. Finds Roush in the corner. Shots up and money from downtown. Roush strikes for three, and the Raiders are leading up by 5. Huber back over here. Up top now to Frazier. Down low there. And another one out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Third turnover in the night, and a timeout will be taken by Lapel. With 2:09 to play here in the first quarter, we'll step aside here for a commercial break. And we'll be back with more right after this.
30-second timeout.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, welcome back out of the timeout here again. Just a hair over 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Wapahani leads at 10-5. Davis up top. He'll hand it off to Luce, and that's going to be called for a traveling violation. Second turnover now here for Wapahani. So, we've had some opportunities here. We've got to start executing a little bit better here on the offensive end. Huber on over to Frazier, back to Huber once again. Richardson at the elbow, back to Huber. He'll take a shot from the free throw line. It's up and good. So first points of the night there for Carson Huber. Spence takes it in. Thought about taking a shot, now back outside here to Luce. Now with a handoff, Buck finds Roush. Back outside, Luce takes it in. Spence with a shot up and kisses it off the glass for two. So Trey Spence gets his first points of the night, and now the Raiders again with a 5-point lead. Shot will be up and good from downtown. That's going to be number 42, Blake Mills. Not really a young man that's really been known for his shooting. But hey, only takes one. Knock down the shot to build some confidence. That's exactly what happened right there. So Wapahani going to try to hold for the last shot here. Okay, well, I guess maybe not. Nice shot fake there, no good. Now here comes Huber down court. Back to Mills. Alexander for three. And there's 0.3 seconds left. There's no way of putting that on our screen. So, nevertheless, Wapahani is going to lead it 12-10 at the end of one. So, folks, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a break, and we will be back here with more on the IHSAA Sectional 40 semifinal round here from Elwood High School. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here we again with the Stoops Out of Motor Group game break here as we enter the second quarter. Wapahani with a 12-10 lead after one. So very exciting start here to tonight's ball game. You got Mills up top with the basketball. Richardson saves it. Now back out. Huber now for three. And he'll knock it down. So 6 unanswered by Lapel. So now we got to answer right back to him. Spins, takes it inside, creates some space. Gets the layup to go. Now 4 points on the night here for Trey, and the Raiders with a 1-point lead. Ballard up top here. Carpenter down low to Richardson. And now we'll have a foul underneath. This looks to be on Roush. And indeed it will be. So Roush will pick up his first, team's first. Down low, Richardson for 2. So 4 points now for Richardson on the night. It's a 15-14 lead for Lapel. Spence back inside again. Gets the runner to go. So now Trey with 6 points on the night. Carpenter for 3. In and out, no good. Davis corrals his first rebound of the night, and here come the Raiders back the other way. Smith down low to Davis, looking to go to work. And a traveling violation called on Wapahani. Right idea by Braxton, though. You like the aggressiveness and, just the willingness to continue on. Don't give up on the play. That was a very nice job there by Braxton. We'll see Luce back in here. Oh, nice takeaway. Caleb Smith with the strip. 4th turnover down the night here for Lapel. Outside now to Trey Spence. Takes it into the free throw line. Shot's going to be up. No good there. Richardson with the rebound. Sent down court. Carpenter now on the right side. Or pardon me, the left side here. Up top, here's going to be a takeaway. Loose. We'll get it fouled actually on the play. Nice take by Drew Luce. Was able to obviously get the job done there on the defensive end. Create a turnover. Then back the other way. As a foul be on number 50, Carpenter. That's his first, team's first. Loose out the line for 2. And the first one's up and good. So 4 points now tonight here for Drew. We have nearly 5.5 to play here in the first half. Second free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done. Great job there, Drew. So now 5 points for Luce on the night. Now a 3-point lead here for Wapahani. 5.5 to go here in the first half. Bullard from deep. No good there. Smith corrals the rebound. His first of the night. Up top to Spence. He'll take the 3. Line from downtown. Trey Spence with the trifecta. And the Raiders now lead it to 6. Alexander looking to go to work. Oh, goodness gracious, the layup will be up and good. And he will head to the line for one more. Foul's going to be on number 20, Caleb Smith, his first. Team's second. Alexander here on the season, a 72% free throw shooter. So obviously not too bad from the line, 47 to 65. And misses to not be able to complete the 3-point play there. Stanley right now just going to hold it up here a little bit. No reason to get in any kind of hurry. And unable to get the runner to go. Gets his own rebound somehow. Shots up, no good there. Now Davis with the rebound. His second of the night, and the Raiders are going to reset the offense. And we had an official timeout. There was something out on the floor. All right, so now we're back to basketball. It's again Wapahani here with a 4-point lead. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Heffernan hands it off there to Luce. He'll take the shot from the free throw line. It's up and good. So Drew now with 7 on the night, and the Raiders here with a 6-point advantage. Up top to Richardson, now to Frazier on the right side. Guarded heavily there by Luce, and that's going to be a turnover. Here come the Raiders. Luce leading the way, and the layup's up and good. Huber on over to Frazier. Now Alexander in the corner. Off the mark there. Spence with the rebound. And the Raiders are going to slow it up just a little bit. Spence takes it in. Shots up and good again. And the Raiders with a 10-point lead. All right, so we have a warning here by the referee for number 20, Caleb Smith, and number 14, Noah Frazier. As Roush will be back in for Trey Spence. I'll tell you what a nice game Trey's been off to. Got to continue to have these guys hot and ready to go. Nice job of Garrett getting through the screen. Mills for 2. No good there. Smith with the rebound, and here come the Raiders again back the other way. Yeah, just slow things up a little bit here. No reason to get in any kind of hurry. Into the corner, Roush for 3. No good there. Mills back to Huber. He'll dish it now to Alexander. Into the corner, Mills for 3. Rims out, no good. Stanley with the rebound. So again, you have a great defensive possession. We got to then continue it with a great offensive possession. A timeout called here by Wapahani. So this will be their first charge timeout of the night. Both teams again now have now used 1 timeout apiece. So I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, located at 400 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. At the law offices of B. Joseph Davis, which is a highly recommended and respected professional corporation. They strive to aggressively represent all their clients' interests in all phases of any legal matter. Their team has extensive experience in personal injury, as well as criminal defense, which includes drunk driving, criminal record, bankruptcy expungements, as well as hardship licenses. For more information, visit his website at www.bjosephdavis.com. All righty, folks. 1:50 to play here in the first half. Wapahani up by 10. Davis at the top of the key, handing it off now to Stanley. Looking to go to work, finds Smith in the corner, and he'll dribble it back up top now to Spence. Back out, Smith, back to Stanley. Stanley takes it in. Unneeded pass right there, kind of forced it a little too much. That's all right, just got to get a stop right here. So Smith will pick up his second.
20, Smith, his second.
Team's third. So we'll see again Alexander at the line for 2. Again, coming into tonight's game, 72% free throw shooter on the season. And the free throw will be up and good. And substitution here for the Raiders, returning to the lineup will be number 12, Drew Luce, for Evan Roush. Alexander with a second free throw attempt, and it will be up. Rattles in and out, no good. And in and out of the hands of Caleb Smith. That happens. Tell you what, you get run up and down the floor so much, you work up a nice lather, and you get that sweat on your hands, and next thing you know, try to grab the basketball and it just falls right out of your hands. It is what it is. All right, so Huber now to Alexander, dumps it down low, and Davis gets a hand in on it for another turnover. Gives them now 7 on the night here for Lapel. Swung on over here to Spence. Looking to go to work here. Hands it off now to Luce.
Come on!
Shot's going to be up and good. Drew Luce strikes for 2 more. Gives him now 11 on the night. Back out to Frazier. He'll find Huber here on the left side. Frazier once again. Now brings it up top. Mills near the corner. Alexander now at the free throw line. The shot will be up. Rattles in and out, no good. Roush with a rebound. Spence from the free throw line for 2. Davis with the rebound and a putback. And the Raiders with a 31-18 the lead going into the half. Oh, heck yes. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with your halftime report coming up here on the WHS Network.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fain in the 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. welcome back here, folks, on the WHS Network on YouTube.com with the Stoops Automotive Group game break at the half. Wapahani leads at 31-18 at the half. And I'll tell you what a thrilling game it has been. The atmosphere has been great at this place. Both sides, energetic, bringing the intensity. And that's just, I'm talking about just the crowd right there. On the floor, it's been even more hardcore from the standpoint of just the battle. I mean, the grind throughout the whole entire first half here. It's really been exceptional, and really it's been very fun to watch so far. It's been a great first half of basketball here for us, and we've just got to continue to do that here. We're obviously we're making the right plays. We're doing the right things that we need to do on both ends of the floor, creating turnovers on the defensive end. Lapel ended up having 7 first-half turnovers. We did such a great job of limiting them, not only on the outside, but in the inside as well. Richardson has 4 points at the half. That's the kind of intensity that we have got to continue to bring. And, right now we're in a good position. Lapel obviously now will be thinking to themselves, all right, we got to come back out of the half here, guns a-blazing. Now, from Wapahani's standpoint, they've got to be able to know that, what these guys are capable of and what you have to do to make sure that doesn't happen. And but I'll tell you what an exciting first half of basketball. Like I said, defensively, I love great defense. Yeah, it's always nice to have a great offense, but defensively is where you got to really make your living and where you really set the tone from the get-go, being able to maintain, like I said, that consistency throughout and not having any kind of letdown. That was one thing I think really for us. I mean, we was bringing it the entire first half. There was not a single second where we pushed the relax button. There was no point in that first half, even a single second, where we was looking to take a breather. It was nose to the grindstone, pedal to the metal, all the way through. Now, we've got to come back out here in the second half even hungrier and having that same mindset, that same attitude, and bring that same intensity, because if we're able to do that, then things I think will be very good for us, very interesting for us. But like I said, Lapel isn't a team that just walks away from things, but we have got to know how to handle it. We've got to know how to handle them, and always remember what has worked so far can still work again. We've just got to continue what we've been doing. On the offensive end, again, we're seeing that consistency, that balance. We've seen numerous guys come out here and put on a great performance. Speaking of which, we'll start things off there with Trey Spence. 11 points, 2 rebounds here at the half. Drew Luce, 11 points, 1 rebound at the half. Okay, those two guys right there, you're seeing balance and consistency. Then you're seeing some of these other guys really chip in, work hard on both ends of the floor as well. You got Evan Roush, 3 points, 1 rebound. Garrett Stanley, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Caleb Smith, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Braxton Davis, 2 points, 3 rebounds. And, it's some of the little extra things. It's the way these guys have not only played on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. Both ends of the basketball have complemented each other here for Wapahani, and that's what we've got to continue to bring. We've got to continue to bring that on both ends of the floor and hope that we can just continue to be successful, stay together, play hard, and like I said before the game, we've got to play with energy, intensity, heart, and consistency. That's what we did in this first half, folks. Let's do this here in the second half as well. 31-18 lead here for Wapahani. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with the finishing touches of our halftime report. right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here to wrap things up on our halftime report. Again, just mimicking and reiterating the fact of we've got to continue to come out here, play shutdown basketball on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, we've got to continue the consistency and the energy and balance on offense. Free throw line, we was 2 for 2. We only shot 2 free throws there in the first half. So 100% there. We had 4 turnovers. And, that's really been one of the biggest things, and I talked about that in our pregame, our Raiders Live pregame as well. We averaged 10 turnovers a game. Lapel averages 12.2. Okay, that's been one of the biggest things here so far. We've been able to create turnovers, and then we've been able to convert on the offensive end. That's what we have to continue to do. You obviously tell, and can kind of understand everything that I keep saying here. Continuation, consistency. That's what we've got to have here in the second half. 31-18 lead here, folks. We'll head to the third. We'll be back here with more on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here as we start the second half of basketball. Again, the Sectional 40 semifinal round game between your Wapahani Raiders and the Lapel Bulldogs. Stanley over here now to loose on the right side. Down low, Smith will get a foul called on Huber. So the foul there on Huber will be his first. Team's first of the half. And to the corner, Luce drives baseline. And that will end up in a turnover. So Luce was trying to find Heffernan down low. The ball was deflected while Luce went out of bounds, then came back in. He can't be the first one to touch it, thus the turnover. Carpenter over to Frazier on the right side. Now he'll find Huber. Bobbled it a little bit there momentarily. Alexander here at the elbow. Back to Carpenter. And dumps it down low. Richardson for 2. 6 points now on the night here for Richardson. Heffernan now to Stanley, back to Luce. He'll take the shot. Rims in and out, no good. Nice shot there by Drew, though. Huber back over to Carpenter. And that's going to be a turnover. Carpenter just throws that out of bounds. Turnover number 8 now on the night. Luce here in the corner. Back to Spence. And now a reach-in foul on Carpenter. It's kind of funny that he thinks he didn't even do anything. We'll see Rouse back in the ball game here for Luce. Stanley up top, finds Spence, takes it in, shot will be up, no good there. So not off to a very good start here on the offensive end here for Wapahani. And Richardson right back at it again. And a timeout by Wapahani. So you can kind of tell here a little bit, Lapel's got the juices a-flowing. So we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143. And also Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. Again, that is FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Also, thanks to Tom Cherry Mufflers, located at 321 West 8th Street in Muncie, Indiana. Since 1946, Tom Cherry Mufflers has taken care of your exhaust, brakes, shocks, struts, and mufflers. So if you want underneath your vehicle to be looked at, stop on in there. Tom Cherry Mufflers, no appointment needed. Oh, here you come. Okay, so back to basketball here. Wapahani with possession, up by 9. Richardson's came right out of the gate here with 4 quick points. Equaled the whole entire amount that he had in the first half. Stanley into the corner, Smith for 3, off the mark there. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Carpenter. Trey Spence getting a hand in on the action again. I'd like to see us take the ball inside here a little bit more. When we was doing that, that opened things up a lot more there in the first half. Oh, there's Spence for 3. No good there. And an over the back foul. Called on, I believe it's going to be called on Huber. And indeed it will be. That'll be his second, team's third. Oh, look at that. Trey ice in the veins, Spence for 2. So we'll have a foul here on number 15, Garrett Stanley, his first, team's first of the half. Carpenter on over to Frazier. Now Huber on the left side finds Carpenter up top. Frazier for 3. Off the mark, no good. Just had to take that extra bounce. If that wouldn't have taken the extra bounce, that wouldn't have been over the back. So the foul there on Luce, his first, team second. Huber now on to Frazier. Carpenter with a wide open 3. And that's going to be out of bounds off Lapel. Stanley up top. He'll swing it back to Luce. He'll take the shot. No good. Battle for the rebound there. Spence gets the rebound with 3 Lapel guys on the inside. Gets a shot rejected, but man, taking on 3 guys right there, finding a way to get the rebound there and get us an opportunity again here. So a turnover. 6 now on the night here for Wapahani. Frazier up top. And the 3-pointer will be up and good. Had the momentum going his way right there. So not all that surprising. And to the corner, Roush now to Spence. Now Davis, shot will be up and good. Making it rain from downtown is Braxton Davis. His first 3 of the night. 5 points now for Braxton. Carpenter now on the that was Alexander. Back to Carpenter once again. Huber near the corner, dribbles to find Frazier.
Push it up.
Alexander takes it inside. And no good. Davis corrals his 4th rebound of the night. Spence unable to get it to go. Nice idea though. So the foul there on number 10, Evan Roush. That will be his second, team's third. So Carpenter at the line for 2. And the first one will be up and good. Caleb Smith back in here for Trey Spence. And the second one will be up and good as well. Subbing back in here for Lapel, number 42, Blake Mills. We got a 9-point lead. Just under 3.5 to play here in the third. There's Roush, 3-pointer, up and knocking it down for another 3 for Evan Roush. His second 3 of the night puts the Raiders back up here by 12. Alexander looking for Richardson down low. Now finds Mills on to Huber. Frazier here near the corner, down low. Deflected again, a wave by Braxton Davis. The bigs have been big tonight. And pun intended. You've had Davis, Heffernan, and Smith. Big time. Roush again for another 3 from way downtown. Oh, baby. 15-point lead for the Raiders with 2:27 to play here in the third. Timeout taken here by Lapel, their second charge timeout of the night. And we will stick right here with you during the timeout. Some more sponsors we'd like to recognize here this evening is Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin. They're located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they've been serving the community for over 30 years. If you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So back-to-back, big-time 3-point baskets there by Evan Roush. 9 points now on the night here for Evan. Ratzlaff up top now to Huber. Back to Ratzlaff once again. Mills to Ratzlaff. Huber right side, guarded heavily there by Spence. And another turnover for Lapel. 4th now in the second half, 11 for the game. Spence inside, gets it stripped away. Huber marching right down floor and gets the bucket to go. I tell you what, if I'm going to foul him, I'm going to make sure he doesn't hit that, that's for sure. So the foul there on Roush, that will be now his third, team's 4th. So Huber at the line for one more. And the free throw will be up and no good. So Davis with the rebound. 5th now of the night here for Braxton. Loose, no good on the shot. There's Evan Roush. Now to Davis, bounced around a couple more times. That's what I'm talking about, Phillips. So we'll see Safani Buck as well as Garrett Stanley back in here. Inbounded, and Spence will be hit on the old noggin. And now he'll head to the line for 2. So the foul on number 42, Blake Mills, will be his first, team's 4th. Pardon me, team's 5th. And the first one will be up and good.
3, Spence at the line. Gets his first, gets another.
Try and get somebody, come on.
Second one will be up and no good.
Defense! See ya!
All right, Mills here near the corner, back up top to Ratzlaff. Huber back to Ratzlaff once again. He'll take the 3. Rims out, no good. So Davis picks up the foul. That's his first, team's 5th. So Heffernan will return to the Raider lineup here for Braxton Davis. Still some good work there on the night here for Braxton. 5 points and 7 rebounds on the inside. The free throw will be up and good. So back here to an 11-point lead. So the foul on number 50, Carpenter, now hits 3rd. Team 6th. So we'll see Luce back in the game for Safani Buck. Continued great action here by Safani. Smith takes it in. Shot's going to be up and good. Caleb Smith dropping a couple dimes. 4 points now tonight here for Caleb. Alexander now out to Carpenter. He'll take it in. Now back out to Mills. Huber. Mills for 3. No good. So the foul on Heffernan. He'll pick up his first, team 6th. We got 29 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. Carpenter finds Alexander. Now back out to Mills.
3 seconds.
Shots up, no good there. And again, out of bounds off of the Raiders. Still some good action there. Inbounded, Richardson going to work there. Got his own rebound and put it right back in. And for 3, good! Garrett Stanley from half court, the buzzer beater. 48-34 after 3, folks. Oh, heck yes! We'll be back right after this.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Again, I'm Brandon Orvillians. Alongside again here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Hope all of you have enjoyed tonight's game here so far. As we look there on the scoreboard, Wapahani with a 48-34 lead. Going into the fourth, right here, right now. And here we go. Richardson finds Huber. So now we'll have a reach-in foul. Number 15, Garrett Stanley, his second, team seventh. So now we'll see Carson Huber head to the line, which Huber on the season, best free throw shooter on the team, 81%, misses the free throw. And now we have another foul called on the Raiders, and this one's going to be on Heffernan. His second, team's eighth.
His second, team's eighth. 22 Davis in for the Raiders.
All right, so Davis back in here. Richardson again at the line for the 1-and-1. And the first one's up and no good. Davis, the big man on the inside with rebound number 8. Been at work all night long. Stanley out to Smith, now to Luce. He'll take it in, and, well, that'll be blocked. It's all right, though. Good action. You like the aggressiveness, taking the ball to the basket with confidence. Inbounded to Spence. And a shot will be up and good. Trey Spence not giving up on the play. Showing some tenacity there by the young man. What a fine game he's having. Huber no good. Gets his own rebound. And then back out here to Carpenter. Huber now for 3. Off the mark there. Richardson can't get the putback to go.
Come on! Get both ways! Come on!
So we'll have a foul here on Drew Luce, his second. Team's 9.
That's horrible!
42 Mills wide shooting 1-1.
So Mills at the line for the 1-and-1 and knocks down the first one.
Assist by the strike!
And the second one will be up and good as well.
And hits his second.
Stanley configures his way through traffic there. Now back to Luce. And a blocking foul will be called on number 42. Blake Mills will be his second, team 7th. So the Raiders in the bonus. Actually, both teams are in the bonus. I forgot to put that on Lapel side. Apologize there for that. So Luce at the line here for the 1-and-1. And the first one will be up, and it will be good. Second free throw here by Drew will be up and good as well. Great job, Drew. Great job.
Defense!
13 now on the night here for Luce. Mills off the mark. Roush collects his 4th rebound tonight. Spence taking it inside. Oh, rattles in and out, no good. Carpenter on the right side. Swung on to Mills. He'll take it. Now find Carpenter for 3 and knocks it down. Nicely done there by Garrett. So Carpenter will now pick up his 4th. Team save. Frazier back in here for Lapel. And Stanley at the line for the 1-and-1. And the first one will be up and good. So Stanley out the line here for one more. The second one will be up and good as well. Fantastic. Garrett. 7 points now in the night here for Stanley. Huber on the right wing, up top to Carpenter. He'll take another 3 off the mark there. Davis with the rebound. Rebound number 9 for the Big Phillip. Spence, now Davis, 3-pointer, yes! Money! Oh, heck yes! Davis now with 8 points. And the Raiders with their largest lead of the night of 18. Alexander for 2. So put a few more seconds back up on the clock here. The timeout taken by Lapel. Third Sharks timeout of the night. The Raiders lead it by 16 with 5:14 to play. This will be our Stoops Automotive Group game break. We'll be back right after the timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here's again, we have 5:14 to play here in regulation. Wapahani here with a 16-point lead. Stanley, guarded there by Frazier, takes it in, dribbles it right back out. Now into the left wing, now back up top. Spence looking to go to work. Now finds Rouse for 3 again. Oh, man, Rouse strikes again. 12 points now for Evan. And now to a 19-point lead. Bullard now with a 3 of his own. Stanley dribbles it in to Richardson and then right back out. Got to spread the floor here a little bit. And kick ball. Here with 4:06 to play. We'll see Drew Luce back into the Raider lineup. And then Reed Ratzlaff also in here for Lapel. So Luce will come in for Spence. Inbounded Davis for 2. So 10 points now for Braxton. So Stanley there.
Down here?
Then to the corner, Smith. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it. Garrett now fouling on the play. With 3:33 now to play here in regulation.
Come on, Garrett, hit these now. Double one, 68-39.
So Ratzlaff picks up his first, team's 9th. And no good on the first one there for Stanley. That's the first free throw we've missed all night. So Carpenter fouled on the play. He'll head to the line for 2. The foul on number 10, Roush, his 4th. Or actually, team's 10th. So now the Bulldogs are in the double bonus. Carpenter's up and good over the first one. See Heffernan and Spence back into the Raider lineup here for Stanley and Davis. And knocks down the second one as well. Inbounded to Smith. Now to Luce. He's going to go full court with this thing. Now back out here to Roush. Swung now to Spence. Shots up, no good. Heffernan with the rebound and the putback. So Heffernan there with his first points of the night. Huber for 3. Knocks that down. So now foul called again, and the Raiders will now head to the line for 2 shots. Foul on number 10, Carson Huber, his 3rd, team's 10th. So Spence at the line shooting 2. 2:49 to play here in regulation. And the free throw will be up and good. See Safani Buck back in here for Roush. Mills also back in here for Lapel. Second free throw here for Spence will be up, and it will be good. Ratzlaff up top, Huber.
He's pushing.
Now over to Bullard for 3. Knocks it down. And a takeaway, Ratzlaff. Back to Huber. Ratzlaff now swung up top. Bullard for 3. No good there. Battle for the basketball. Saved by Luce. All right, so we'll have a timeout taken here by Wapahani. With 2:15 to play, we'll step aside here for a timeout of room 66-52. The Raiders lead it. We'll be back after this break.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back out of the timeout here. 2:15 to play in regulation. Wapahani basketball here with a 14-point lead. And we'll have a foul. It's going to be on number 24, Ratzlaff. Will be his second. So we'll see Spence back at the line, shooting 2. So the first one will be up and no good. We'll see Luce back in here for Buck. All right, got to knock this free throw down right here. And the second one up and good. Hey, 1 for 2, we'll take it. Good job there, Mills. Now to Ratzlaff, and no good there. Richardson with the rebound. Back to Bullard here in the corner. Off the mark for Huber. Davis with rebound number 10, so a double-double there for Braxton Davis. Deflected out of the hands there. Raiders retain possession. Here's number 30, Ross Hagan, and number 20, Dane Bush. Back in, or actually seeing their first action of the night here for Lapel. Inbounded to Spence. Now to Luce with a layup for 2. Huber now for 3, off the mark there. And the Raiders will take possession of it with a 17-point lead. Now Lapel will see number 32, Noah Hudson, in here for the first time of the night. Smith down court here to Stanley. I imagine the Raiders will look to space the floor and run the clock out. This was a great night of Raider basketball, no question about it. From start to finish, this is exactly what I was talking about in our Raiders Live pregame here this evening. I touched on it all. Play with energy, intensity, heart, consistency, rebound, hard-nosed defense. Got to shoot 85% or better from the free throw line. Got to have flow on offense from start to finish. Those 4 keys was what I talked about in the pregame, and all 4 of those keys were executed to its finest. So the foul on number 30, Hagan, will be his first. Spence will knock down the free throw. The second free throw attempt will be up and rims out no good. So 70-52, Hagan gets it deflected, and the Bulldogs will retain possession. Here we'll see Evan Roush back in here for Trey Spence. What a great night there for Trey. What a great night for all the Raiders. Bush from long range there, no good. Rebounded by number 54, Gage White. He just came in a moment ago. And the layup will be up and good. Another reach-in foul called on number 30, Hagan, so his second. So back to the line the Raiders go.
Number 12, loose at the line, shooting 2.
And the first one will be up and good. See Safani Buck now in here for Garrett Stanley. Or pardon me, no, Caleb Smith. The second here for Luce will be up, and it will be good. Great job.
Loose makes both free throws.
Three's up, no good. Safani Buck with the rebound. And the Raiders will win it tonight. Final score, your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Lapel Bulldogs 72-54. So the Raiders now advance on to tomorrow night's Sectional 40 championship game to take on the Frankton Eagles. Folks, we'll step aside here for a break, and we got your Raiders Live postgame coming up on the WHS Network.
Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin in 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality.
All righty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Lapel Bulldogs here this evening. Again, I did say that. The Wapahani Raiders defeated the Lapel Bulldogs 72-54. Got to reiterate that. Such a big game here tonight, folks. Such a big game here tonight. And the crowd on both sides was, I mean, this place was electric. And just what a thrill. What a great atmosphere. Indiana high school basketball is the best. Hands down, I don't care. You can play the game of basketball in any other state in this country, and it's not as big as what it is here in Indiana. But I'll tell you, just a fantastic night of Raider basketball from start to finish. I talked about that again just moments ago before we went off the air there at the final of the ball game, but I talked about it in our pregame. The keys to tonight's game here for Wapahani. We got to play with energy, intensity, heart, and consistency. Okay, that was the first key. Number 2, rebounding and defense. I mean, we went toe-to-toe with these guys. We kept Richardson from being any kind of factor whatsoever in tonight's game. And for that matter, anybody. We did what we had to do defensively, and then we took care of the boards. I mean, from everybody did such a great job here tonight. Then third, free throws, 85% or better. Got the job done from the free throw line. And then the fourth one, flow on offense from start to finish. Being able to have that consistency on the offensive end to where we're knocking down shots and confidently going out there, knowing exactly what we have to do and being able to execute it. And, man, I'll tell you what, just such a great win here tonight here for your Wapahani Raiders. Overall line score here, we'll try to make this short and sweet because we got to get things cleaned up and get back to the bus. But the Raiders here this evening was led by Trey Spence, 20 points, 3 rebounds. And there's Pastor Jim right there, up close and personal. But again, Trey Spence, 20 points, 3 rebounds, such a big night from him and all these guys. I mean, everybody that was in that game here tonight, even Safani Buck, he didn't get necessarily a lot of playing time, but it was the little things. It was the little things that he did and everyone else did. It was such a team effort here tonight. But Drew Lou, 17 points, 2 rebounds. Braxton Davis, big time on the inside, 10 points, 10 rebounds here tonight for Braxton. Followed here also Evan Roush. I forgot to mention him there for a second. How could I forget him? Evan Roush, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 very big threes here this evening. Also, we have Garrett Stanley, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Caleb Smith, 4 points, 2 rebounds. He was big on the inside as well. Also, Easton Heffernan, 2 points, 1 rebound. And then finally, Safani Buck, no points, 1 rebound. It was a team effort here tonight, no question about it. I can't say enough great things about these guys. I mean, this was a solid game by your Wapahani Raiders here tonight. That is what we have to bring to the table each and every single game. Every second of every game, that's how it should be played. And that's the way we're capable of playing. It's not like, this just came out of the blue. This is the way we've been capable of playing all along. But, it's just been kind of hit and miss. This is the time of the year where you got to turn it on and leave it on. Tomorrow night, another very big game. Biggest game of the year. The Frankton Eagles taking on your Wapahani Raiders. Frankton got us by 3 points at our own place earlier. I think it might have been sometime in December, January sometime. I think it was December. So it's been a little while since we played them. They're very good. We played very good here tonight. But again, we've got to come out here with the same mentality here this evening or tomorrow night, and be able to just play the game the right way, and have again the confidence to be able to do so. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with more right after this. righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. As we are now joined by assistant coach here for your Wapahani Raiders, Mr. Bennett Somerset. Somerset, we appreciate your time here this evening. What a great game here tonight for your Wapahani Raiders, just from start to finish, and I've already touched on it here. But one big thing I talked about in our pregame here this evening, and we'll see if you agree with this. But one of the keys to the game here tonight that I mentioned, we got to play with energy, we got to play with intensity, we got to play with heart, we got to play with consistency. You think we did that here tonight?
I think we checked all those boxes, no doubt.
Gosh, I tell you what, so much to talk about here this evening. But just give me your thoughts. What about tonight's game? You know, coming into tonight's game, what was the team thinking? And overall, your
you know, when you're coming in and you're playing a Lapel team that's won 14 games, and they have a player like the Richardson kid on the box, and I mean, we're not big by any stretch, but our guys really took a game plan and did it, and played with, like you said, they played with some heart, they played with energy, they played with life from the tip. We forced them to call a timeout. I think we probably won every quarter. That's just a huge thing. It's a lot of stuff that we talk about. And then offensively, we were efficient. I thought we took shots that we could make. Now, we made some tough ones. Trey Spence made a couple tough ones. But at the same time, it's stuff that we work on, and it's balls that we try to make sure that we can make when we get into a game situation, and I thought we did that tonight.
Okay, now, so looking forward to tomorrow night's game. Obviously, you know, you want to kind of soak in the greatness of tonight, but now you go into tomorrow night's game. Obviously, Frankton always been a thorn in our side. We've been a thorn in their side. You know, kind of that rivalry. Obviously, they got us at our place a few months ago by 3. But, you know, we've got some guys, you know, I think now that's playing that wasn't playing back then. Obviously, you know, coming off of a big win here tonight, but give me your thoughts on tomorrow night's game. Obviously, it's a whole new, different ball game, whole new other challenge for you guys coming tomorrow night against Franklin.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's one of those things when you get to a quick turnaround like this, playing on a Friday, Saturday night, you kind of just hope the stuff that you worked on all year just takes over. Now, yeah, we're going to do a little bit of scouting and a little bit of stuff to make sure that we're ready for a very good Frankton team. Obviously, with 22 wins, they're really good. And so we'll do a few things and talk about stuff. But with a quick turnaround, there's not a lot of time to scout and report them. You have to win Friday night, and it's a quick turnaround to Saturday. So we'll hope that everything that we've worked on all year and take away a little bit from our first matchup with them to try and make sure we get a win. All
right. Well, Bennett, we won't take too much of your time. I know we got to get going. You got to get going as well. But we appreciate your time, spending some time with us here this evening. Congrats on the win, and we look forward to another one tomorrow night.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, folks, there's assistant coach Bennett Somerset swag on the broadcast here this evening with our post-game report. We appreciate him, appreciate all the coaches and the players. Such a big win here tonight, such a great win, such fun and excitement, energy, intensity, everything. It's just absolutely wonderful. So, folks, we appreciate you for joining us here this evening. Big thanks to all of our sponsors. Obviously, we'll be back at it tomorrow night, Sectional 40 championship game. Your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Frankton Eagles from 7:30 right here from Elwood High School. We'll have that one right here on the air. So, folks, until tomorrow night, I'm Brandon Warbilius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Thanking all of you for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Again, Sectional 40 championship basketball right here on the WHS Network.